ring walk competition.
Oh yeah, of course.
He always attracts a few real hardcore fans, Bahador Karami, doesn't he? Remember his debut, he had the Iranian flag and they were hanging over the banners, and even now he's got just scattered around some real loyal fans. You see the same people turning up at all these fights.
Yeah, good on him as well, because he's an entertaining fighter to watch. And I'm loving the ring entrance. Loonies, I got 5 on it. And I've got 5 on it. This is going to be a top fight.
Also boxing out of Manchester, Ryszard Lewicki.
Here we go with Ryszard Lewicki. Will he keep it cool? Will he keep it calm? Will he use his brain and box, or will he allow himself to get dragged in by the Iranian war machine?
Big up to Dean Wilson. He says me and all of Rizzy's close friends are watching in a lodge in Penrith. Gutted not to be there for him, but we will scream the lodge part down. Okay, big up Dean Wilson and everyone watching.
These two warriors fought each other to a standstill just a few months ago, and now they're about to do it all over again in your main event of the evening. 6 3-minute rounds in the super middleweight division, brought to you courtesy of Pat Barrett for Black Flash Promotions. Your referee for this contest is Darren Sargentson, and your timekeeper, Chris O'Connor. Introducing first, boxing out of your blue corner, was the white, green and red shorts. Official weight 11 stone, 10 pounds and 12 ounces. He's a former national amateur champion of Iran. As a professional boxer, he brings 4 victories and 2 draws from 16 contests. Boxing out of Manchester via his home nation of Iran, it's the freedom fighter, Bahador Karami. And opposing him across the ring, boxing out of your red corner, he wears the black and gold shorts. Official weight 11 stone, 12 pound and 1 ounce. A distinguished amateur, he was 11 times amateur champion of Yorkshire, 4 times national amateur champion of Poland, 3 international gold medals to his name, and a member of the Polish 2020 Olympic team. As a professional boxer, he's undefeated, 6 victories and 1 draw from 7 contests. 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Boxing out of Manchester via his home nation of Poland, Ryszard Lewicki. 6 3-minute rounds.
Well, here we go, guys. The main event of the evening. It's the rematch that we wanted to see. Ryszard Lewicki against Bahador Karami. 6 3-minute rounds scheduled. Don't go anywhere. Do not go and make a brew. Do not go to the fridge for any munchies, because it is time for the main event.
Seconds out, round 1.
Now, conventional wisdom does suggest, John, that Riz probably should go back to his boxing. He's the well-schooled amateur, and Bahador is the brawler, the fighter.
He is. And straight away, Lewicki just trying to get that jab working, isn't he? Just stepping away. Bahador straight into that front foot, trying to get into close range style that we all love from him. Ryszard's just got to defuse the situation straight away, and he can do that with that jab.
Well, you know what you're going to get with Bahador. He is in your face. He wants it up close and personal. I don't think I've ever seen him in a bad fight. I don't think I've ever seen him not bring the fire. Riz, of course, is a quality boxer, and he's working off that nice jab. He's shaping up nicely at the minute, but you know this fight can catch fire at any minute. And Bahador now training with the Aerosmiths, with Louis and Dale.
Yeah. You know, Lewicki, as much as we can say, you know, he needs to win the fight with his jab and his boxing skills, he needs to win this fight with his brain.
Yeah.
If he thinks his way through it, listens to his corner, and remembers what happened last time, then everything should go okay.
And I think this is Riz's second fight with Pat, fighting now under the banners of the Colliers Moston Boxing Gym. Let's see how this one goes. Like I say, the last fight was an absolute war. Really good fight, ebbed and flowed. There wasn't too much feeling out. You'd think there probably would be a little bit more feeling out this time round. Riz has made the adjustments, but let's see. I mean, they're both looking quite sharp at the minute. Riz is working off that nice jab, as I've mentioned. Nothing seems to derail Bahador, though, does it?
No, he just...
body shots like that, Mike, though. That was a lovely body shot.
He takes a shot, those hands go back up, and he just walks straight back into range, doesn't it? You've just got to jab, throw your shots, move, reset, and make him do it all over again. There's not going to be anything technical with Karami. It's just like force of will, isn't it? He just forces himself to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. You've got to make him pay a price for every step forward he takes. Lewicki's doing it, but Karami's getting a little bit closer than I thought he would, a little bit earlier than I thought he would. Nice little uppercut.
I think part of it as well is Riz, he doesn't want to, I think he wants to get Bahador's respect early, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that might be why he might be holding his feet in some spots like there.
But yeah, on the whole, it's been a good start, hasn't it, from Ryszard Lewicki?
Yeah. I say, you know, you give that round to Riz, wouldn't you? And he just had the cleaner work, a bit more polished. But to be honest with you, this is the tempo of the last fight, where Riz kind of... Well, I even spoke to Pat about this the other day, done an interview with him, and Pat had it a draw. So Pat had Riz winning the first three, and he had Bahador winning the last three. So that's actually how the tempo went in that fight. But all I can say is, as a spectator of it, by the end of the final bell, all I could do was stand up and clap both the lads, because it was such a good fight.
Yeah, but Karami just gave him a little nod and a little like smile at the end of that round. He knew that round got away from him. Don't look too despondent, does he? He'll know he's going to ramp it up and ramp it up and ramp it up. And we'll see if Lewicki, after fading last time over last three, we'll see if he's got that sorted and he can just stick to his tactics for the last three.
Yeah, there's some very knowledgeable people in the comments here, because they're reeling out some of the records and some of the stats. But Karami's got 5 fights scheduled on Boxrec. That's because he's, you know, kind of unstoppable in many ways. But yeah, there's nothing not to like about either of these guys, is there? You know, both good, honest fighters. So let's see as we move into round number 2 how this one progresses.
Just letting his hands go a little bit more, Karami, now, isn't he? Just walking himself in, but as always, that jab there, that's the key. That's the key for Lewicki. If that jab's working, he should have everything his own way.
He's got good foot speed, Bahador. He can close the distance quite quickly, and as you mentioned earlier about making him pay on the way in, it's actually quite hard to do because his foot speed's good.
Yeah, and those forearms, look how big his forearms are. They cover up almost his entire body.
Laura McVeigh, great fight card tonight. Really enjoyed watching. Looking forward to the next one. Massive respect to Pat and all the fighters. Great night. Thanks, BBTB. Well, pleasure to have you, Laura. Glad you've enjoyed it, and this one's don't go anywhere just yet, because this one, trust me, is going to warm up. This one
just starting to up the work rate a little bit. Karami, he's got those angular elbows, hasn't he, and bony shoulders. You know, probably everything hurts when you bang into him. He's just a rock solid man, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely a throwback. That's a good short left hook as well. That's probably his best shot of the fight thus far from Bahador Karami.
I think that was his best shot. A nice little jab right hand.
Oh, and he opens up here in a short spell. He really opened up there, but Riz spins throws his own shots back. Oh, it's going to be good, this.
It's
going to be good, this.
It's picking up.
I mean, this is what it's about, people. You know, proper trade fights.
Much more technically sound, isn't he, Lewicki? You know, he's them short little shots inside, then the uppercut landed, nice right hand, puts his punches together really well. It's just force of will from Karami, just forces himself forward.
You know, it's like sometimes when you've got the skill and you're against a guy who just makes it ugly and comes forward and refuses to be stopped. It's a hard nightmare style to fight, isn't it? But yeah, Riz has got the class, Riz has got the pedigree.
It's like every sport, isn't it? You know, football, you know, if you're a Premier League team and you get drawn to play on a muddy pitch against the conference team who are giving their all, that can make you look terrible. If you're playing tennis and the guy just keeps scrambling around, just getting it back over the net, you know, you don't look great there. It's every sport. If someone's determined never to give up and just keep pushing themselves,
Yeah.
it can force the higher class person down to their level almost.
You can already see that the tempo is going to be high because, you know, the distance, they're almost meeting each other in the middle now, aren't they? They're almost willing to have a little scrap now. And it's the second round, so it's all to play for. I mean, how did you score the second round? Tough one to score, though, right? Tough one to score that second round.
It's a tough one to score. I think Lewicki landed the cleaner punches. Karami made him work harder for it than the first round, and maybe that's why you may give Karami a little bit more credit than he maybe deserves because he did better than the first round. But I still think Lewicki won the round, but he definitely had to work harder than he did in the first.
Let us know how you're scoring it, people. If you're with us, let us know because I've got a feeling it's going to be a tough one to score. Yeah, two in the bank.
Seconds out.
Definitely had the first one to Riz, and then second one I had it a lot closer. But we'll see. I mean, it's a great little fight. That's unfolded in front of us. We're here at Bowlers in Manchester. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe to Black Flash Promotions YouTube channel and BBTV's YouTube channel. We would really appreciate that.
Thought the right hook to the body just went low there from Karami. He got away with it, and Lewicki didn't really seem to complain about it, but it seemed to be pretty low.
It's a good job Darren wasn't reffing Usyk and Dubai, isn't it? But yeah, they're at close quarters momentarily. It's going to be a grueling 6 rounds, I think. I think, you know, Karami would like it at this range. He's the one who can put in the little sort of side, you know, rabbit shots and everything, and
it eliminates that
the skill. Yeah, it eliminates the skill.
It? Close is safe, as Billy Graham's very fond of say. Take away all the leverages, get close, and it's much safer.
Absolutely, something you've seen Ricky Hatton do throughout his career. Josh Warrington's another one who does it very well. You know, it's a good technique. Inside is safe.
Went for that right to the body again then, Karami.
That's the range Riz wants to be at, right there. That lovely jab.
Lewicki's left hand's just dropped, so I wonder if he's just guarding against that right to the body because he's really committed to that in this round, Karami, a few times. Nice little bit of work. That's what he needs to do, isn't it?
That's a nice right hand coming in. He caught Bahador coming in there. It's a good shot, that. And he uses forearm control well there. Nice as well. Good straight shots there from Riz. That's much better.
And again, straight right to the body.
Straight right to the body.
Couple of smiles in Karami's corner here. I think they like this body work.
That was a good short left from Karami.
He's getting it
Ryszard
into...
comes out nicely though with the right hand there.
He's making it his kind of fight, isn't he? Lewicki's still landing the quality shots, but the gaps between them are getting a little bit few and far between. It's a nice
good
right hand.
exchanges here.
Dig into the body again. Karami. Left hand over the top there from Lewicki.
And one thing I would say as well is with Darren Sargentson, who's the scoring ref, he scores right down the line. Doesn't care who the home fighter, who the away fighter is. So this is going to be interesting. This, see how he scores it.
Hard fought fight. Short little left uppercut there from Karami as well.
And a good touch of respect there from both of them. So they know. Listen, I think these two are like each other's dance partners, aren't they? I mean, they just mesh nicely together.
That left eye of Karami swells up almost every fight I see him in.
Every fight. Interesting, the dynamics here. Well, no, we can't hear what Louis is saying to Bahador. We can't hear what Pat's saying to Riz. But, you know, there's many subplots to this fight. It's all to play for. These guys will know they've been in a fight tomorrow, that's for sure.
How are you scoring it? If you're watching it on the internet, let us know. Remember, we're looking at the BBTV feed.
Yeah, let us know how you're scoring it. Into round number 4 at the halfway stage. It's anyone's fight, this. It's absolutely anyone's fight.
He's closing the distance much easier, isn't he?
Yeah. I think it's just it's quite hard to get away from Bahador. He's always there.
Like the policeman.
Like the Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, the policeman from Terminator 2, yeah.
Lewicki's got to do something here, I think. The fight's not one way, he's not getting beaten up, but I think he needs to do something to just stop Karami coming forward. I think he needs to, as you said in the first round, I think he needs to get his respect. I think he'll do it with a jab. I don't think it'll take a power shot. I think he can just do it by getting back to his boxing. I know it's easier said than done, but I think that's what he's got to do here.
Well, Riz has got a beautiful jab, and he throws very good straight arrows. So that's his, like just there. That's a good range for him. You know, use that pedigree he's got. It's a good jab there. I mean, look, it's a really close, good fight, isn't it?
It's a hard fight. Yeah.
And it's quite absorbing to watch, you know. We've got the best ticket in the house here to watch these punches, and I tell you something, they're short and they're crisp, and it's a bit scrappy, but there are some mean intentions on these punches.
So I think there's some good defensive from Lewicki. Yeah, I think he managed to take most of those on the forearm and gloves and just land a couple of shots on his own as he broke away. That left up there got through though from Karami.
Mick Haythorne White has it the same as you, John. 2-1 to Lewicki at the minute.
Cut. We've got a cut over Karami's right eye.
Yeah.
It looks quite a bad one. It's like a vertical cut coming up from his eyebrow.
I'm having a look at Darren just to see if he's at the end of the round, if he scores it a punch or a head clash.
It looks like a head clash type of
it
cut.
does. That's what we'll just wait to see. But Karami can probably sense the blood down his hand, and he's sat down his face, and he's stepping into it into overdrive here at close quarters.
Yeah, it's coming a little bit raggedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that suits Karami, but Lewicki's just putting his punches together there. Nice little combination.
Good spell there from Lewicki.
The
And
jab
that cut looks bad, John.
It is a bad one.
Have to get some more info at the end of the round. It might force.
Nice left hook from Lewicki. Beautiful little spin as well. That extra class is always there, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a good spell from Riz to give him the round, I believe. And let's have a look at that cut there now. Let's see what Darren is scoring it. If it was a head or a punch. Might try and get his attention, but then again, I don't want to distract him. But yeah, it's right. It's not a smart looking cut, that, because it's right over the eye, isn't it, John?
Yeah, vertical right next to his nose, just coming up from the eyebrow.
I know some good spells there from Lewicki in that round. Good clean shots. Oh no, I think he has signalled it ahead. Darren has signalled it ahead. Right, now that's interesting. Darren has just scored an accidental clash of heads. Yeah, he's definitely scored it as a accidental clash of heads.
10 seconds, scorers.
So if the fight needs to go, because this is a 6 rounder to 2 completed rounds,
Seconds
right?
out.
So okay, so
Now,
Round 5.
this is interesting now, because the people in the chat were saying Karami's got 5 fights booked. Right, well, scrap that because he's got a cut.
yeah, so we can't fight for 4
So
weeks.
he looks like if it's a bad cut, which it looks like it's pretty bad, that's going to rule him out. Is he going to go hell for leather and try and get a win? Will he protect the eye?
I don't think we
try
need
and
to ask that
save it?
question, do we?
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Will he think of future money and try and protect the eye? Will he think the cut's going to rule him out anyway and go for it?
I can only see him going for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just to let you know, if the fight is stopped because of the cut, we'll go to the scorecards. Because we have gone the completed scheduled distance needed in a 6 rounder. I'm glad I've done my seconds course, my seconds license.
Nice sharp punch in there from Lewicki.
Yeah, he
Karami
was.
comes back with his own body attack. That's been the story of the fight, hasn't it? It's been straight, sharp punches from Lewicki, and then the mauling hooks from Karami.
But I will say we're not seeing quite the same intensity from Bahador this time round.
No.
You know, he was literally like a man possessed last time. It's close quarters work, this. Good right uppercut and a good right hand from Lewicki. Bahador tries to come back. Lewicki's not there. And Bahador looks tired as well, you know. But
He
I
does.
mean,
There are only so many wars somebody can have in them, can't they? You know,
Yeah.
and it is 7 months now. Is it 7 months, 6, 7 months since that first fight? And he put his all into his early career, didn't he, Karami? You know, he was in some brutal fights.
brutal fights, and he was unlucky with a couple of decisions as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're right. The wars, the time out of the ring.
Yeah, and just the maybe realising that, you know, if I'm going to make a career of this, I've got to look after myself a little bit more. Maybe all that's just come into play, and Lewicki's just been able to be cleverer, isn't he? And that skill's just showing more this time. And a little bit of that fire's gone out of Karami, and good matchmaking at the right time for Lewicki to just get that draw put right, I think.
Yeah, and he's. I think this is so far his best round, Riz. He may be sensing something inside there. He may be sensing that there's not as much intensity coming back from Barami. And Barami is still. You've got to call him a warrior, haven't you? Because he comes forward,
brave.
come rain, come shine.
Just coming forward, yeah, but without that all-out relentlessness that he's had in the past today. The determination's the mind's willing, but the body's not tonight, is it?
And that's a round for another round for Riz for me. So Bahador needs to come out firing all fire. It's easier said than done, but he really needs to have 2 big rounds here now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got to really dig in and turn it round. So I think he's going to try. Certainly think he's going to try. But I think Ryszard's done what he needed to do.
Just not the usual body language I'm used to seeing from Bahador in the corner there. Let's see how this one unfolds, because 2 rounds to go. You feel that Riz has pulled away. But it's boxing, as we've seen in Nia Brown's fight. One shot, boom, just come out of nowhere.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out for the 6th and final round.
Oh, this is the 6th and final round. My bad, my mistake. So we've got Riz ahead. And Bahador, well, on my card, Bahador would need a stoppage.
Yeah, I think he does. I certainly think he does. I think Lewicki's just done it. He's had to fight hard, Lewicki, but those moments of quality have just shone through, haven't they? You know, he's had far more of them. He's been able to tame Karami a lot easier than he had first time. He's never going to be an easy night against this guy, but I think he's done a good job of it tonight.
Yeah, because we've seen what Bahador does to good fighters. You know, he draws them into that war. He tests them all. You know, and I think Riz has done well. He's also won the majority of the close quarters battle as well, which we didn't expect. We expected that to be Bahador's main territory.
I think his defence has been reasonably good. That right uppercut's worked every now and then from Karami, and the right to the body was working in the middle rounds, but I think Lewicki's negated the rest of it, really.
Well, it's not been the firefight that we possibly expected, but it's still been a good, tough, honest fight.
Yeah, you see, when you're up close, you know, it's been non-stop action, hasn't it? You know,
Non-stop.
It's not been clean shots, it's not been beautiful boxing, but it has been non-stop.
That looked like... I don't know what I've seen it from this angle, but it looked like a good left hook landed on Karami there. Maybe I got a bit overexcited, but yeah, it's been a physical encounter, hasn't it?
I tell you, Lewicki will be very happy, won't he? You know, I remember seeing him in the gym. God, it must be, well, a good few months ago, and he was talking about this fight.
Oh, I've been talking about it for 7 months.
He has. He's put his heart into getting this put right.
Obviously, we still have to go through the formalities and see how Darren scored it as well, you know. But
no, look, even in this, you know, it's close quarters action, but Lewicki's the one letting his hands go. His knees are the one landing.
Yes.
Karami's trying, but the defence is just a different level, and I think the difference in class has just shown a little bit tonight. It has been more close quarters than I expected.
And actually, Riz is the one pushing Bahador back. You know, the whole thing has gone on its head in a sense. You know, but you know, you can never stop Bahador coming forward. But you know, Riz has done a good job, and actually, he's pulling away. And if it was a longer fight, he'd be pulling away even further, I think. But you've got to take your hat off to both these guys. They've shared 12 good rounds with each other, 6 in the first, 6 here, and well done to both lads. I think the Karami corner, I think they've got it. Well, on our cards we've got Riz winning.
Yeah, I've got Lewicki winning. Unless they're proud of the effort, you know, maybe he knew how tough it was for him to get himself through that. As you say, he didn't show the usual Ryszard Lewicki body language in the corner, did he? And maybe they're happy, proud he got through it. But for my money, Lewicki's won maybe like 5-1, possibly. 4.
I've got it 4-2.
4-2.
There's an argument for 5-1, isn't there? We'll see. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Is Kev Murray in the chat? Is he going to give us his scorecard before it gets read out?
No, he's too professional. No, he's too professional. Let's see. It'll be very interesting to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's please show our appreciation for both these boxers.
Yeah, big up both these boxers. I mean, what can you say? 2 good lads put on a good fight there.
On the last occasion, these 2 warriors fought. The referee couldn't separate them, and the result was a draw. On this occasion, the referee has also scored the contest.
Wow.
57. This bout, once again, is a draw.
Wow.
Well, I can't see that. Yeah, Kevin Murray in the chat there, 5-1 Lewicki. 57 makes no sense to me. I think Lewicki's got a shocking decision there.